Hello everybody, very good evening and a very warm welcome to this session. My name is Pritesh, I am your host, your dose and a proud educator from Embibe, welcoming you to yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds, where I come live every day from Monday to Friday with a very amazing, mind-boggling, a brainstorming topic where we talk about, where we discuss and we explore, which is sometimes from bio, sometimes from chemistry, sometimes from physics, sometimes from social, sometimes from different facets of life. Here today are we going to talk that how are parrots able to produce human sounds. From time immemorial, since the from time immemorial, from when man has started communicating, he has tried different techniques and he has tried his level best to understand the communication between animals. He has tried to understand the communication in the meaning hidden in a dog's bark, the meaning hidden in a cat's meowing, in a cow's mooing, or in the elephant's trumpet, but we are not able to understand what animals are talking between each other. But there is one animal called the parrot which is able to produce human sound. This bird is able to express what he or she is feeling by talking just like humans do. Now, how are parrots able to talk? And if parrots are able to talk, are there other animals who can also be trained to talk like humans? This and a lot more in today's session with me, Pritesh, in another episode of Curious Minds. Before we move ahead, let me also tell you about the amazing Embibe page, which gives you unlimited and free learning access to test, assignment, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCRTs of any board, any grade, any subject, and that too in any language. So make sure that you visit us on the Embibe page, or you can also download the Embibe app, freely available on Google Store and Apple Store. Do connect with us on Telegram, because here you get a chance to connect with your favorite educators at Embibe. You get a chance to download the PDFs of the classes. You get updates of whatever is happening on the Embibe Achieve CBSE 6 to 8 channel as well. So do connect with us on Telegram too. Now, parrot, a beautiful bird, comes in different color combinations, and the most unique quality that makes parrot such a desired pet or a domestic animal is its ability to talk. But why do parrots talk, and can we do the same with other organisms as well? Wild parrots, they use sounds, whistles, chirps and squawks to communicate. Parrots use their voices to warn, to court, to communicate with their nestlings, and to fight to defend a territory. In cage, parrots copy human sounds to fit in with their human flock. So the thing is that as far as what I have studied and learned, when you have a domestic animal at home, that animal thinks you too are that animal. Like if you are with a dog, the dog will think that you are a dog. If you are with a cat, the cat will think that you are a cat. If you are with a squirrel, the squirrel will think you are a squirrel. But the thing with parrot is that parrot thinks that he is a human, and that is why the parrot starts or tries its best to communicate like a human. Okay, an elephant thinks you are an elephant, and that's why the elephant, many times it has happened that elephant has by mistake crushed a human with its trunk, because the elephant thinks that you are also very strong, which is not the fact. Correct? So there are mostly the animals think that you too are a part of them, and that's how they react or they respond to you. But in case of a parrot, the parrot thinks that parrot is a part of you, and that is why the parrot tries to communicate with you in the language you know. Parrots generate sound by altering the air that passes over the syrinx. The syrinx is located where the trachea splits into the lungs. So just in humans, we have the trachea In humans, we have the trachea that splits into the bronchioles, right? And it enters the lungs. Okay. So this is the bronchioles, bronchus, right? And this is your trachea. This part over here is called as the syrinx. This is seen in a parrot. So parrot will produce air from here, and that helps the parrot to produce the human like sound. What is the best talking parrots? So we have got the yellow napped Amazons and the African greys. These are the parrots which are, again, hi Deepthi, very good evening, which are quite expensive, but these are the parrots who can make human noise. You know, they can make human sound, they can talk like humans, they can express like humans. There are so many movies where Bollywood movies where they talk to the parrots and the parrots talk back. There are so many Hollywood movies also, I'm not talking about the animated ones, where parrots have been seen producing human sounds. The African grey parrots, which are one of the best talking parrots, they can utilize human speech in the same manner that young toddlers do. Some African grey parrots may learn over 100 words and employ them in context during talks with their owners. That is so cool. That African parrots, which are quite an exotic and a beautiful species, these parrots are known to imbibe almost 100 human words, and they can use these words while they are talking to their humans, to their human owners. Imagine, it would be so nice and so comfortable, and it would make our life so much easier if our pet, whether it's a pet dog or a pet cat or a bird or a squirrel or a turtle or owl or whatever, if the pet could tell us what he or she wants or what he or she is feeling, that would have been so amazing. Obviously, it would not be very very good always, because whenever we go out, the pet would say, please don't go out, I want to be with you, right? And that would make things a little difficult, but it would be so easy. Just like this, the African parrot can learn up to 100 human words and also speak them whenever they want in the correct context. The yellow-naped Amazon, their voices are very sweet and gentler than other birds. They allow them to sing successfully. They learn words and phrases very quickly, but their speaking talents will improve if owners spend time coaching them. So these birds, they have a very beautiful voice. They learn very quickly, but they are able to speak only if you give them time, patience and dedication. So the yellow-naped Amazons, they will learn words and phrases also very easily. They learn them, but you have to make them practice. If you don't make them practice, then they won't be able to speak. Okay, Deepthi, I hope the exams were good. I was absent from coming live on the channel since past 4-5 days because I was extremely unwell. I'm still in the recovering phase, and that's why I'm sounding also so low, but I hope your exams were good and you did well. Then there are other birds also who have shown the capacity or the ability to speak in the past. So as you can see, this is a raven. Ravens in captivity may be taught to talk and imitate noises such as animal cries, flushing, automobile engines and appliance beeps. So ravens are nothing but they are wild crows, right? And they can also create sounds. They cannot create human sounds, but they can create sounds which sound like automobile engines, which sound like flushing, which sound like animal cries, appliance beeps, etc., etc. So ravens are also birds who can produce different kinds of sounds. Then the myna bird. The myna birds whistle and shriek and can precisely and efficiently mimic human speech. Comparing their talents to those of parrots, they can copy about 100 words, but it takes time and practice. So maina, bolte na maina. So maina is again a bird which can produce human words. It can learn up to 100 words and speak them, but again you need a lot of time and practice. You need to have a maina, captive, and only then you can make it learn. So you have to continuously practice words with the birds, and only then they'll start speaking them. So grey African parrot, the yellow named Amazon, the myna, and the starlings. These are the different kinds of organisms that produce sound. Okay? They can the starlings. So you can see this is a starling. It's such a beautiful bird. I mean, it's so beautiful. It looks like a night full of stars. Such an amazing color this bird has. They can talk and also imitate the noises of various animals such as goats, frogs and cats. Wow! Now this bird can make out sounds of other animals as well. They also mimic home noises such as alarm and appliance beeps. Starlings use a variety of sounds in their songs to guard their territory and entice possible mates. So it's a very, very beautiful bird, and the speciality of this bird is that it can mimic sounds of different animals. It can also create different kind of sounds which they use in their singing. So birds are known to chirp, birds are known to sing, and they use these different sounds in their singing to mark their territory and also to entice mates. Entice mates means attract other opposite gender birds for mating, right? And that is how the starlings uses its talent of voice. Okay, so Deepthi, what you need to do is when you download the Embibe app, you have to select the appropriate grade. Like as of now, you will find me on 9th and 10th classes. Okay? So select the appropriate grade and you should be able to find me. Right now, these were the different birds that we learnt about that produce human sounds. So we learnt about the grey African parrot, the yellow named Amazon, the raven, the starlings, and the myna. Right? So these were the 5 birds that are known to produce human sounds. I wish that there were 4-legged animals as well who could do this. There have been lots and lots and lots of research and attempts to make dogs talk, right? But dogs do not have their facial structure, their vocal cords are not designed in a way that they can produce human sounds. They or human voice, or they can speak human words, but still there has been a little success in making dogs produce human sounds. Like you can make a dog say I love you. Now the dog won't say I love you, the dog would say ow. It would just produce the sound. It can't produce the words. It can't produce syllables. It can't give you that precision in the words, but it can give you a sound like ow, 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 right? And even sorry. So there have been dogs who have say oh. So with lots of practice, lots of patience, you can make dogs produce certain kind of sounds which are like human language. But because of their vocal cords, they cannot produce the words like we do. Right? Also the tongue, their tongues are so long that the tongue cannot be used to hit on the upper and the lower palate and the teeth in the way that it does for us to produce the words. Okay? So these were different birds who have successfully been able to produce human words and human language. So this was yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds. If you have enjoyed this episode, you know the drill. You have to give this video a big fat thumbs up, and you also have to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free. And until we meet next, this is Pritesh, your host, your dose, and a proud educator from Embibe, signing off for now. See you tomorrow again with yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds at 5:30 live. Until then, take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, and do not forget to keep imbibing because we believe in you.
Keep imbibing We believe in you.